Hello students, myself Nitika Dharmoli, teacher at Malvar India Public School. Children, I hope you all are utilizing your time in studying from these videos and making notes and solving the questions at the end of every chapter. And today we are starting with a new chapter. This is chapter number 10 of class 6 science part 1. The name of the chapter is Body and Movement. This chapter will interest you a lot because in this chapter you will come to know about the organization and organ system of human body and how the locomotion in different animals is possible, how our body is so flexible. You will come to know through this chapter. So let's start this chapter and be very attentive, listen carefully and observe all the diagrams which I will be showing you in the slides. Okay, so let's start. Students, welcome to the lesson on body and movements. In this module, you will learn about organization of living organisms, organ system in human body, locomotion in animals, skeletal system, human skeletal systems, joints, movement of bones. Let's gear up for the chapter. Look at the picture of the girl skipping, a rope, and a boy running. Observe their movements. Is the movement in both the cases same? Which parts of their body are involved in the movement? Can you identify how we are able to move? We are able to bend and do different types of works and exercises. How our body is so flexible. All the answers to these questions you will get in this chapter. Let's start. Organization of living organisms. Cells are called structural units or building blocks of living organisms. The body of an organism may be composed of a single cell or maybe of thousands or millions or trillions of cells. And based on this, the organisms are classified as unicellular and multicellular organisms. This we have done earlier also. Unicellular organisms are made up of single cell and multicellular organisms are made up of thousands or millions or trillions of cells. Amoeba, Euglena, Paramecium, etc. These are all unicellular animals. In these animals, a single cell performs all the life processes. But in case of multicellular organisms, the body is formed of a large number of cells. Different cells are dedicated to carry out different jobs that are performed by living organisms. Complex multicellular organisms have tissues, organs, organ systems in their bodies. Now, see the levels of organization. In multicellular organisms, cells form tissues. Now these tissues join together to form organs, and organs work together to form an organ system. And there are several organ systems together. They form an organism. So let's discuss cell. You all know the structural unit of life, the building blocks of a body. Cells form tissues. A tissue is a group of similar cells. Try to understand what is a tissue. A tissue is a group of similar cells that jointly perform a special function. Muscles, bones, blood, etc. in your body are the tissues in our body. For example, muscular tissue. Let's say muscular tissue is responsible for the movement of the body parts. Now see organ. A number of tissues working together to perform the same function make up an organ. For example, take an example of eyes. Eyes are the organs of sight. Similarly, lungs are the organs of respiration. One more example, heart. Heart pumps blood to all the body parts. Now see organ system. When many organs work together for one major life function, they form an organ system. For example, the bones and cartilages together form the skeletal system. Cartilage, you all know, cushion at every joint to absorb the shocks are the cartilages. So the bones and cartilages together form the skeletal system, which gives shape and support to the body and also helps in the locomotion. Now see organism. All the systems together form an organism. There are different organ systems. Organ systems, this is the next part, organ system in human body. See, these are the organ systems in human body and these are the organs which are involved in particular organ system. The human body is made up of number of organ systems. Each one performs a particular function. These systems also communicate and interact through nervous system and blood as well. Different types of organ systems of human body and their functions are shown in this table. Let's start. Number 1, skeletal system. The skeletal system, organs involved, bones and cartilages. Their function is to support and protect the body organs, provide attachment for muscles and helps in locomotion. The next organ system is muscular system. It involves muscles. See, muscles are of two types, voluntary and involuntary muscles. This we will discuss in the later part of the chapter. And the function is helps in the movement of body parts and substances like food, blood, air, etc. in the body. So it helps in the movement of all these things. Then the next organ system is the digestive system. Organs involved: mouth, buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum and digestive glands. See, esophagus is a food pipe. The function of this system is to digest food and absorb food nutrients so that they can pass into the blood for distribution to different body cells. Then the next organ system is circulatory system. Organs involved in circulatory system are heart, blood vessels. Blood vessels are of three types: arteries, veins and capillaries. The function is to transport substances like food and oxygen through blood to various cells of the body, then removes excretory products from blood cells, defends body against infectious diseases also. Then the next organ system is respiratory system. The organs involved are nose, trachea and lungs. Now what is trachea? Trachea is a wind pipe. The function is to transfer oxygen to the blood and removes carbon dioxide from the blood. The next organ system is excretory system. Excretory system involves organs like kidneys, uterus, urinary bladder, urethra. The function is to remove excess of water and urea from the body in the form of urine. Then next organ system is nervous system. Nervous system involves organs, brain, spinal cord and nerves. The function is they receive stimuli, transmit messages to different parts of the body and also coordinates functions of different organs. Then next organ system in our body is reproductive system. It involves testis, sperm ducts, urethra, ovaries, oviducts, uterus in male and female body respectively. The function is to produce male gametes and female gametes so that they can produce offsprings. That means they reproduce. So these are the all organ system which are involved in human body or in a body of any organism. Now see movement and locomotion. This we have discussed earlier also. You must be knowing what is movement and what is locomotion. What is the difference between the two? Let's revise it once again. Animals move from one place to another. They also move their body parts such as opening and closing of eyelids. Here the body part is moving. Movement of hands and legs, movement of neck, pumping of heart, movement in the walls of alimentary canal. This movement is the change in the relative position of any body part. Clear? Movement means the movement in the body part. But what is locomotion? Locomotion is the movement of whole body of the animal from one place to another. Here I have used one term, alimentary canal. You know what is alimentary canal? This must be a new word for you people. Alimentary canal, part of the digestive system. It is a part of the digestive system from mouth to anus. It is also called food canal. Now see the next topic, that is locomotion in animals. In this we will discuss how the locomotion means um, from place to place, how these animals move in search of food, shelter and mate for reproduction or for self-defense. This we are going to study and we will continue this in the next part, that is part 2 of this chapter. Thank you for your attention. Enhancing your knowledge from these videos. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.